Hey everybody, this is rare that this ever happens, that I'm listening to a video driving alone and I actually have something to add. Hold on. Sorry about that, I had to get rid of my gum. So I'm watching, golly, I don't remember, Dapper Dev, I'm watching him and he is featuring a video that is by this gentleman, the Mailman. I don't know what his channel name is. I'll try and link it in the description. But basically the video is him saying, I'm tired. I work 6 days a week, drive 2 hours to go to work, 2 hours home, and I can't afford to do anything. He can't afford to do anything with that paycheck other than go to work. Guys, that is slavery. I really need you guys to understand, and I mean, we all en masse think of that 100th monkey thing. We need to get this, because we're going to start losing people soon. People can't just keep dealing with this, okay? The way I heard that guy speaking, that's a man that has no next option, okay? It's a very dangerous place to be, but we don't need to be here. We are all healthy, capable adults that are more than capable of maintaining a society without somebody telling us what society we need to maintain, i.e. having a government doing it. We are more than capable. When you go to work each day, do you need somebody telling you not to hurt yourself or others? Because if not, then you don't really need a government. Okay, what we all need is to turn away from this government that has turned us into wage slaves. Our dollar is a chain. The dollar is the shackles by which we are made slaves. And they do it by devaluing it, okay? By just ramping down the value of each dollar, so that when you first start working, they do it over a generation. When you first start working, you work and you get the fruits of your labor. And so you stick with it. And in your mind, that is the solution to all of life's woes, is just work harder, because you'll be able to afford these things. Then the dial, or the lever, starts getting pulled on the dollar, right? And it becomes less and less, and you're working the same or more, and suddenly you can only afford to eat, sleep, and go to work. Suddenly, what was a free man owning a home is now a slave working to survive. We don't need dollars to survive. We need resources. Dollars are not resources. Dollars are separating you and I from resources. Resources surround us. This world is made of resources, but we have a gang that has said those resources that are on the land that you were born unto, they belong to us. Even though we were born elsewhere, they belong to us. Look, all of that is value. Every single tree that we pass is value. Every single bit of dirt is value. Yet our value has been turned into little circles of fake copper. Gross. Couple of changes, the nastiest thing in the world, man. Our money is fake. See, and that's how they do it too. You get an old penny, and it's made out of copper. A new penny is made out of zinc. It's worthless. It's a fair forgery. It looks exactly like the valuable, the money, It looks like the money, but it's not money. It's currency. And you are the conduit by which that current flows. That cannot survive without you. Not the other way around, to bridge this to my last video. It is not the other way around. And we got men just giving their lives, their best years, to companies that only provide enough for them to get back to work the next day. That's demoralization active and every single day. And it's reinforcing the idea that we're slaves. What do we do about that? What do we do? We start working for our neighbors. Really, that's what we do. Because I know that I have stuff that I can do that my neighbors need. They have stuff that they can do that I need. Communities don't rely on currency because the community is, the people are the current through which the community flows. Instead, the people have become the conduit. So we have been made into the facilitators of that life instead of the recipients thereof. Is that the position that we want to be in? I mean, didn't we fight an entire war to make it so that people didn't have to just spend their entire lives picking cotton that they'll never get to profit from? What are we doing? You know, I'm going to hear it argued, oh, capitalism, man, that's just capitalism. Is it, though? Because from where I sit, the people that claim it's capitalism are actually socialist. The capitalism is only for them to capitalize on our labor. It's really hard to see the scam when you've been born into and taught that the scam is your dream, right? It's totally hard. How do I get through to you guys? Maybe I don't need to. Maybe I'm the 100th monkey. Who knows? Maybe you're the 100th monkey. So to add a little context to that reference, for anybody who didn't see my last video and read the pinned comment, the 100th monkey theory will be called pseudoscience, but I mean, literally so is all of the so-called science that you're presented with. It's in fact, this is more scientific than anything astronomy does. So an observation was made, and this is just the bare bones of it, that young monkeys in Japan began to wash their sweet potatoes that were covered in sand in the ocean. And that started catching on to other young monkeys. And eventually that hit a critical mass in that one monkey population, at which point the behavior spread inexplicably and without communication, or at least without apparent communication, to all the other, or to other separate communities and separate, what would you call them? Separate communities of monkeys that had no way of interacting. So it's this idea that once an idea gains enough steam, it will start being adopted unknowingly by people, even if they're not hearing of it. I mean, look at how social contagion spread. It's exactly how it happens, right? The fear of COVID. I mean, the transgender stuff. You can look back in history, people have danced themselves to death. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I'm talking about how, I'm just rambling really. But look into the 100th monkey effect theory and be that monkey, dude. Be that monkey. It doesn't matter. You know, fuck it. None of this matters but what you've accomplished at your last breath, right? None of the other shit matters. The taxes that you pay, they don't matter. None of it matters. Be the 100th monkey, because we read these tales of the hero's journey, and it substitutes our own, right? Don't let it substitute your own. Be that hero. You are your own story. Might as well be the hero in it, right? Why be a slave in your own story? And that's what we've allowed ourselves to be. We've allowed other people to live our stories for us. We let actors, musicians, politicians, they all live out our stories while we work for it. Why? Why? This is all we got, man. What the fuck are we doing? It's time. It's just time to turn away from them. And I know that everybody knows that. That's why there's so much unrest right now, is because the old empire is losing its control, isn't it? It's losing its grip on us. But the problem is, it's causing fear and paranoia and depression in the people that they can't quite see it. It's okay. It's okay to turn away, man. Let them, I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter. If they try to take your home, defend it. Right? That's your castle. Why are we fucking paying taxes on land that we supposedly own? Fucking defend it. You know, we're at the turning point. We're either going to stand up and say, no, I'm done. Or we're just going to accept that we're slaves. I am not. I'm not a slave. I know you're not either. I know you're not. And I'm talking to everybody en masse right now. But some of you seem content being so. And I don't understand that. I'll never understand that. Maybe it's the fact that I've had my near-death experience that has shown me that there's more. Maybe that's why I'm so willing to, risk everything to gain that. Whereas some people just are not. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Be the 100th monkey.